It's very nice to be thought of as being pretty, as being, it's a plus. It's nice. It's not terribly important, but it is nice to have it in your favor.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate your time. I wanted to come on here and just chat with you guys as I'm on my way to pick up my kids from school. Happy holidays, many blessings to you and your family. I hope that you have a good Thanksgiving. I wanted to come on here and talk about what's going on with the whole Exoticals conversation. There we go. I feel better. Alright. So, I've noticed that a lot of times when you see people discussing the whole exotical topic, right? The whole topic, it brings out or causes a convergence of different types of women with different types of perspectives, different types of life experiences, which is really important. And I think that's ultimately why the conversation becomes so volatile. It often devolves into petty, personal, physical attacks on each other's appearance. And it just overall, it's not productive. No one wants to discuss this objectively, right? So everybody wants to claim being an exotical so that they can brag about their life experiences and why they have such an awesome time, because a lot of people who are in comment sections don't have YouTube channels. They don't have any way for us to go and look at and see what they look like. Then I think you also have women who are actual real colorists, who believe in colorism, who think colorism is correct in a sense that they do believe that light skin is better than dark skin. Or should I say, not even just so much the skin tone, but being actually biracial and being mixed with something other than black makes you better than someone else. Yes, there are people who actually believe that. There are people who actually feel that way. And unfortunately, those are the same type of people who want to join in on these conversations. Then you have women like myself who I don't really have a particular strong emotional stance regarding this topic either way. I am a brown skin to dark skin, depending on who I'm talking to. I think I look like a black woman. I think I obviously represent black women, but based off of my life experiences, I've had people mention to me or ask me what I'm mixed with or what is my nationality, because people don't know the difference between race, nationality, ethnicity. People don't know the difference. The difference is your nationality is your birthplace of origin, the nation that you were born in. So were you born in America? Were you born in Canada? Were you born in the UK? That's your nationality. Your race is what racial ethnic group that you would be a part of, considering like what common phenotypical traits do certain racial ethnic groups have that cause y'all to be put into certain categories like black, white, Asian, Latino, etc. Your ethnicity is what is the breakdown of your ethnic background. Like, what type of white person are you? What type of black person are you? What type of Asian are you? What type of Latino are you? Meaning, are you Polish or are you Welsh? Are you African American or are you Caribbean? Are you Japanese or are you Chinese? That's the breakdown. People don't really pay attention to that part. But okay. I think the reason why a lot of times the conversation becomes so volatile is because people are having emotional reactions to the conversation based off of what they really look like. And due to the internet, a lot of times people get to participate in anonymity, and they can either have a positive interaction with the topic, or they could have a negative one. If you are a dark skin or brown skin woman and colorism has caused a lot of issues for you in your life, and you don't feel seen and you don't feel heard, and you feel like you have been discarded and told, you know, that you were unattractive your entire life, you're going to come to this conversation no matter what's said, no matter how it's said. You're going to come based off of those negative experiences. So anytime people are talking about the isms and they're using language that would suggest that they benefit from the isms, that's going to be triggering to you. That's going to be upsetting to you. That's going to cause you to feel like, how can you talk about it like that? You know, all my life I've had people mistreat me based off of my skin tone. How can you even speak on this topic of colorism as if it has any benefits? That's why I said a lot of times life experiences will dictate how people react or how people interact with different conversations. Getting back to the actual colorists, I think you have women who, like I said, truly do believe that skin tones are better than others, that being dark or being light does, or should rather, determine how you're treated or determine how beautiful you think you are. Those people get to come in on this conversation because on the surface it appears like that's what we're saying. It appears like the Exotical conversation is just about skin tone and hair texture, but the reality is it's not. I understand that maybe this, you know, this term or this phrase 15 years ago, it didn't have this nuance. It genuinely just was about, oh, well, who's light skinned and have loose hair? I understand that. But like black people always do, you can reclaim something, you can express better understanding for something, and then that can change how you view whatever topic you're talking about. It's not about features necessarily. It's about beauty. The only time it's about features is regarding how people benefit from having certain features according to texturism, according to featureism, according to colorism. That's the only part of the conversation that is actually just about features in terms of light skin, dark skin, good hair, nappy hair, whatever. The other part of the conversation is acknowledging that black women, whether they are mixed or not, have beauty that can be seen as exotic, that can be idolized, that should in fact be put on a pedestal, considering that so many people do things to themselves to look like us, to mimic our beauty, to have our features. And I feel like that's the part of the conversation that people are not like picking up on, or they aren't getting, or they aren't, I don't know. But I think in 2024 going on 2025, it should go without saying that just being light skinned and having loose texture hair doesn't make you beautiful. I'm sure we all know a light skinned person with loose texture hair that is just average looking. Beauty has more to do with how your features all come together harmoniously versus a certain set of features that you have. And that's why I think people really lose it. Like, those colorist people and those black women who are coming to the conversation based off of hurt and pain is that, hey, I know you've been taught that light skin was all you needed to have. I know you've been taught that loose textured hair was all you need to have. But that's not true. Beauty is not inherently connected to those things. You're not automatically attractive because you have those things. You're not automatically unattractive if you don't have those things. When different women are being talked about or being discussed in these topics, these women aren't attractive because they're biracial. They're not attractive because they are mixed or have fair skin and have loose hair. They're attractive because they're actually beautiful women. They just happen to also have these phenotypical traits. That's why my whole point from the very beginning was that black women can be exotic because black women can and do possess beauty that is exotified, that people see and they go, oh my gosh, like, I've never seen that before. Oh my God, you look incredible. Oh my God, your lips are perfect. Your skin tone is perfect. Your features are perfect. Your nose is perfect. Everything about you is perfect. There are black women that are not mixed that get that are told that possess that kind of beauty. You have so many people coming to this conversation and they aren't examining everything that's truly being discussed properly. You have people who don't want to, like I said, admit that black women have exotic beauty, can be exotic, are exotified, because it dismantles their whole sense of confidence, especially if you truly are one of those colorist people who are engaging in the exotical space because it somehow serves your ego or makes you feel better about yourself, and not because you're here out of community or out of solidarity. You're here to just hear rhetoric that makes you feel better about yourself as a light-skinned person with wavy textured hair. What I'm so curious about is how many of these women who are going to different spaces and enjoying hearing positive things about what they look like, how many of those women actually look like that? I'm curious, because like I said, so many of you get to hide who you are, hide your identity, and we don't know if what you're saying is your true experiences or not, or if you should even be so gung-ho about this topic, because like I explained, if you are light-skinned, if you are biracial, or if you're extremely fair, or if you are extremely fair and have loose texture hair but you're not attractive, I don't understand why you would think you're better than anybody. I think that's why you have women who think that they are exoticals because they're light-skinned and have loose texture hair, even though they not attractive. And they're running around telling black women who look like me, literally look like me, like attractive and dark skinned, literally telling us we can't be exoticals because we're too dark, or we can't be exoticals because we don't have our hair is too kinky, or our noses are too wide. Like, can you imagine in real life being like a 4 or a 5? I'll just say that. I won't go deeper in it. But like genuinely not being what most people would consider attractive, but still thinking that you can talk down to somebody because you're lighter than them. When I say the conversation is so messy because you have so many people with different life experiences converging, trying to talk about this, and it's not really making sense. Are you gonna go? No? Okay, well, I am. What are you? Like I said, the other part of being exotic is being beautiful. It's having beauty that's so different, that's so exotic, that's so rare to be seen, that people are like, wow. So typically you are a model. Typically you're put in positions where you are there to represent certain people's beauty, where you are there, you're always the hostess, you're always put at the front door, you're always the one that you want to bring along to close the deal. Like, women who have that certain je ne sais quoi about them that puts them at the front all the time. And what I've been trying to explain with my videos is that's not a skin tone. It's about what your actual face looks like. Are you actually attractive? Are you beautiful? Are you gorgeous? People want to get caught up on who can identify and who can't identify. Like I said, I'm curious to know if a lot of the women who are policing this are even women who would, number one, benefit from the isms, and number two, are they extremely drop dead gorgeous and attractive? There's no way we could know. First of all, as a content creator, I completely understand why people don't want to show their face. I know why people come on here and hide their identity. I've had my identity attacked hundreds of times at this point, and because my self-esteem is so high, and because I don't engage with people in a serious, genuine manner, I'm able to really I'm able to handle it in a way that I may not be able to had I had a different level of confidence, or different life experiences. Just had I been somebody else, I don't know how I would be able to deal with that. So like I said, people who aren't content creators, who are just subscribers, a lot of times y'all don't have y'all pictures up. Y'all have no way for us to see who you really are. But that's what I mean when I say a lot of times these people who are participating in this conversation, they're living vicariously through other women who they idolize, who they secretly think looks more attractive to them, and they're taking advantage of the anonymity that's provided on the internet, and they're using that to pretend to be things that they aren't, so that they can be a part of these type of conversations, so that they feel better. Like, yes, us exoticals, us light-skinned exoticals, like I said, there's more to it than being light-skinned, boo. Like, there's more to it than having loose texture hair, than being biracial, than being mixed. Are you actually attractive, right? Are you actually gorgeous? When people see you and be like, wow, oh my gosh, look at her, like, oh my gosh, your bone structure, look at the way her nose, her lips, oh my god, her eye shape, look at how proportioned her face is. Like, oh, do you have that? Because if you don't have that, then you just a light-skinned girl, you just a mixed girl, you just a biracial girl. That's what I hear so much, like people saying, oh, this is not exotic, that's not exotic. If you're an American, being biracial is probably one of the most common things at this point. I'm so sorry if you thought wrong, but it's so common to be mixed that I don't even know why it's a thing to people. It's not a thing to be mixed. Especially if you're in the South, there's a lot of mixed people down there. So like I said, come on. Let's be reasonable, people. This video is long. I'm not gonna have fun editing this. But let me know what your thoughts are. Be intentional with your comments. If you're just here to be insulting or to be nasty, I'm just gonna start deleting and blocking them people who do that. Like, as much as I love the engagement that those type of nasty, mean-hearted, dusty, bitter comments bring, especially when people join in and dicky with each other on the same comment, and then like you'll see like one comment that has like 85 replies. As much as my channel needs that, I just despise that type of energy. I find it to be absolutely agitating to see people hide behind avatar screens and talk shit and do all, like, I hate that. So I am gonna eventually start just blocking and deleting certain comments that's not here to really talk, that's not here to really address no real issue, that just wants to be mean and nasty and just wants to argue. I am gonna start just blocking and deleting people. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Take care.